Hi everybody. Today I am going to present about the topic digital camera in multimedia. In 1975, Steve Sasson invented first digital camera. Here I have given the picture of first digital camera invented and the first digital image taken. Digital camera. Digital camera is nothing but a box with a hole. We may find some other parts which helps in better functioning of camera. Digital camera stores image as array of numbers which can only be read using computer. Digital camera work in three phases. It focuses light on sensor in adequate amount. It stores electrical signal generated by sensor on any storing unit. It shows the image of digital screen using computer. These are the external parts of a digital camera. Each part performs a specific function. Types of digital camera. Digital camera are of several types. They are compact, SLR, mirrorless, interchangeable lens cameras, digital single lens reflex camera, digital single lens translucent cameras, line scan camera, infrared camera. Working of digital camera. A digital camera takes light from object and focuses it through the lens onto a sensor made out of silicon. It is made up of a grid of tiny photocytes that are sensitive to light. Each photocyte is usually called a pixel or picture element. Each photocyte on a CCD or CMOS absorbs photons and releases electrons through the photoelectric effect. The electrons are stored in a well as an electric charge that is accumulated over the length of the exposure. The charge that is generated is proportional to the number of photons that hit the sensor. This charge is then amplified and sent to ADC converter where they are converted into binary representation and stored as digital image file. Digital image. Spatial sampling. A digitized image is made up of a grid of pixels which are represented by numbers. The numbers specify the pixel's location in the grid and the brightness of the red, green and blue color channels. Tonal sampling. Digital camera measure light and break its continuously varying tones into discrete steps. Saving image. Numbers. Digital image saved in numbers which makes working easier. Linear versus non-linear. Linear and non-linear techniques are the most widely used methods of increasing the brightness of the image. The images are stored after non-linear stretching. This is the difference between linear and non-linear stretch. A digital sensor. A digital sensor is based on photodiode which converts light energy to electrical energy. A photodiode is a doped semiconductor. It is made up of mostly silicon. The p-type and n-type semiconductor can be combined to make a p-n junction. When light of specific wavelength hits a photodiode, then due to absorption of energy of photon, an electron-hole pair is generated. Electron run towards n side of junction which is positively charged. This is called photoelectric effect. From here, we can measure the intensity of light by measuring number of electrons or the voltage. CCD and CMOS. CCD, charged coupled device. It uses no wire. Instead, it uses a single silicon slab dividing with insulating channels. The slab is then coated with thin layer of silicon oxide and tiny strips of aluminium is laid perpendicular to the channel. CMOS, complementary metal oxide semiconductor. Like CCD, a CMOS sensor is made out of single piece of silicon, but instead of shuttling electron row by row, each pixel has a small capacitor and signal amplifier. This amplified voltage is sent down through tiny wires into a bus and processed in parallel. Color image. In 1861, Maxwell used RGB, that is red, green and blue filters separately to capture image of a ribbon. On combining these images, what he gets was the first ever color image. Digital color. Digital camera use additive color technique to generate color image. A CCD detects only light intensity. For color photograph, we need to separate the entering light into red, green and blue. This can be achieved by following two ways: using three sensors, using mosaic filter. In consumer cameras, the single CCD is covered with a filter with red, green and blue pixel sized section. This creates as a mosaic of these three colors. The camera applies an algorithm to estimate correct color for each pixel. Thank you.